I gotta speak back.
Yes, you're gonna have to answer questions.
You said question, not speak back, but hey, how you doing?
Okay. Mr. Zachary, would you please tell the jury how old you are?
31.
All right. And where did you grow up?
Atlanta.
What part of Atlanta, Mr. Zachary?
Cleveland Avenue.
Where'd you go to school?
Cleveland Avenue Elementary.
And middle school?
Crawford Lawn.
Did you graduate?
No.
What was the highest grade you completed?
8th. 7-1 on.
Mr. Zachary, do you know any of the persons in the courtroom today?
Nah.
None of them?
Nope.
All right. Mr. Zachary, let me ask you this. Do you know Shannon Stillwell?
Yeah.
Do you not see him in the courtroom today?
I can't see. I just got to the hospital. You know that. I can't see that far.
All right. Do you need some glasses, Mr.?
If they got medicine in it, they don't work for me.
Mr. Zachary, were you present a moment ago when the court heard from your doctor?
Yeah.
And did you hear your doctor say anything?
You ain't asking what I nodded you.
Sustained as to bolstering.
I'm going to show you what has been marked as State's Exhibit 123 Echo. Do you recognize the person that has been depicted in State's Exhibit 123 Echo?
Yeah.
Who is this person?
Shannon.
And I'm going to play you what has been already admitted as 123 Echo. Mr. Zachary, while we are pulling that up, are you familiar with the person by the name of Jeffrey Williams, who also answers to the name Young Thug?
Yeah.
How long have you known him?
15 years.
15 years?
Yeah.
Do you consider him your friend?
Yeah, all right.
All right. And the relationship with him that you have had, has it been good, bad, something in the middle?
It's all right.
All right. Now, when you say all right, does that mean you all have had no disagreements during the time that you've known him?
Everybody had a disagreement.
I agree. Would you consider him a friend?
Yeah, all right.
All right. What does that mean for you?
Cool.
You're cool?
Yeah.
All right. Do you know a person by the name of Kelvin Watts?
Nah.
You've never heard of Kelvin Watts?
Nickname.
Shell Kel. Do you know a Shell Kel?
Yeah.
All right. How long have you known him?
I don't know him like that.
I didn't say how you
don't know him like that.
How long have you known of Shell Kel?
Like 2015.
All right. Are you cool with Shell Kel?
No.
All right. Now you chuckled. Why did you chuckle?
I ain't
Yes.
cool with him.
Exhibit displayed on the screen. Are we going to use that exhibit or just?
I'm
Okay.
going to.
You actually said you were going to publish it
Yes.
as a, I don't know if it's what it is, a video?
It's
or-
a video that has
Okay.
already
Are
been.
you ready for that?
In a moment, Your Honor. I was just completing the questions that I asked.
Can you take it off until we're ready for it? Sorry.
Why did you chuckle when you said Shell, when I asked you about Shell Kel?
I just chuckle. What's the problem?
No, Mr. Zachary.
Okay, then.
So you said you're not cool with Shell Kel. Is that what you said?
I don't know him to be cool with him.
Okay. What about Kenneth Copeland? Do you know of a person named Kenneth Copeland?
Nickname.
Woody.
Yeah.
How long have you known Woody?
About 10, 12 years, something like that.
And are you cool with Woody?
He all right.
What does he all right mean?
He cool, he all right.
Okay. What about Diamante Kendrick, Yak Gotti? You know him?
Yeah, he all right.
All right. And is that the same, he all right, that you mentioned with Mr. Williams and Mr. Stillwell?
Yeah.
All right. Moontoon or Antonio Sledge, is he all right too?
Moontoon?
Yes.
Yeah, he all right.
Okay. How long have you known Moontoon?
About 20-something years.
All right. Demekion Garlington. Do you know who that is?
Yeah.
All right. And how long have you known him?
About 20 years.
All right. And what is your relationship with him? Is he all right?
He all right.
You cool? Okay. Now, do you have people, friends that you consider more cool or all right than others?
Nah.
No?
Really. Not really.
Okay. So are you equally eyed with Jeffrey Williams, Shannon Stillwell, Diamante Kendrick, Demekion Garlington, and Antonio Sledge?
Yeah.
Do you know Kelvin Treadwell or O.G. Bentley?
He dead, ain't
I don't know, Mr. Zachary.
he? His name Bentley?
Yes.
Yeah, I think something happened to him. I don't know.
You don't know whether you know him? Do you know a Demise McMullen?
No.
Do you know a Nard?
Picture?
I'm asking you first. Do you know a Nard?
Yeah, I know a couple of them.
All right. Now, the couple of them that you know, where do you know them from?
Prison.
All right. So if I show you a photograph, that I will mark 503 Yankee, can you tell the jury whether this picture that I'm holding in front of you depicts Nard?
I don't know. It's
Did
blurry.
did you write anything on it?
Look like my name, but I don't know.
Is that your handwriting?
No.
That's not your handwriting?
No.
Okay. Do you remember seeing this picture before?
2015, I can't remember that.
Okay. But you remember knowing Mr. Stillwell in 2015?
You just showed me a clear picture of him.
I understand. You remember knowing him in 2015.
You showed me a clear picture of him.
Can you answer the question?
You showed me a clear picture of him.
So you remember part of 2015?
No, you showed me a clear picture of him.
Mr. Zachary, please answer the question.
I just answered the question. You showed me a clear picture of him. That picture just showed me one clear.
All right, Mr. Zachary, listen, she's not asking you now about the picture. She's asking you about something different. So listen to what she's asking and try to answer.
Yeah, I
that.
remember 2015.
You do remember 2015?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and play the video that we previously had up on the screen that the court asked us to take down.
That same shit that got Biggie and Tupac killed, little fuck, nigga. Pussy ass, nigga, get your bitch ass killed.
YSL for life.
Yeah,
Can't come that
gang.
long.
Hey, gang, you bring your pussy out here, you gonna see me. I'm at your fucking neck. Fuck anybody.
Mr. Zachary, did you see yourself in that video?
Yes,
And where were you seated in that video?
in the back.
All right, and were you behind Mr. Stillwell?
Yeah.
All right, did you hear what you said?
What I said?
Did you hear what you said?
No.
All right, can we play that again?
That same shit that got Biggie and Tupac killed, little fuck, nigga. Pussy ass nigga, get your bitch ass killed.
YSL for life.
Yeah,
Hey, come that letter.
Hey, gang, you bring your pussy out down here, you gonna see me. I'm at your fucking neck. Fuck anybody.
Did you hear what you said then?
Can't come to Atlanta.
Okay. Did you hear yourself say black?
No.
Did you hear anyone say black?
How you spell it?
Did you hear what I just said?
How you spell it?
Mr. Zachary,
No, I didn't hear nobody say black.
what did you hear being said that sounded like black, if anything?
Well, when y'all played the video on my trial, y'all say we said black, B-L-A-C-K. So that's what I'm gonna go with. That what
We're
y'all
not
said we
talking
said.
about anything but here today. Do you understand that, Mr. Zachary?
We said black,
What is that? How do you spell it?
B-L-A-C-K.
Okay, so now are you saying that what is being said is B-L-A-C-K?
That's what y'all told me it said.
Okay, Mr. Zachary, I don't want to know what anyone told you. I want to know what your understanding of what is
That's
being
my
said.
understanding, yes.
That is B-L-A-C-K.
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever heard B-L-A-T-T?
No.
Okay. Have you ever heard S-L-A-T-T?
I heard of, yeah.
Okay. Ever used it?
No.
Ever been around anybody that used it?
Probably. I don't remember.
Do you remember how they used it if you heard them? No? Okay. I'm going to now show you, actually, could you tell the jury all the people that were displayed in that video you just saw? Do you need to see it again?
I just saw me and Shannon.
Okay, did you see it? You didn't see a third person in there?
I
Could you
saw a
play-
third person, but I don't know who that is.
Do you remember when that video was taken?
2015.
All right. Do you remember where you were when it was taken?
In the car.
Where? What city?
Atlanta.
All right. And do you know what it is that you all were talking about?
Say something about game or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about game?
I just heard it say game. Can't come to Atlanta, something like that.
Okay. And so did you hear yourself or anyone say YSL for life?
I heard it, but I don't know who said it.
Okay. Did you ask anyone on the video what that means, what you're talking about?
What do you mean?
I'm asking you if at any time in
No.
that car you said, what do you mean YSL for life?
No.
Okay.
I probably was high. I probably ain't paying attention that time.
Did you hear yourself talking?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you sound high to yourself?
What?
Did you sound high?
I'm saying the video I probably was. We made the video.
All right, Mr. Zachary. I'm going to show you what has been marked as an admitted, and this is a screenshot, Your Honor, as State's Exhibit 441 Yankee. Do you recognize the people who are displayed in 441 Yankee, the screenshot?
Yes.
Who is that displayed in 441 Yankee?
Me and Moonton.
All right.
Little strip ass nigga. We ain't really going back to no nigga. You little bitch ass nigga. I know what we hate. I'm everywhere. Yeah, fuck you nigga, Kel. Whoever else, nigga. Well, nigga. Nigga. Whoa. They said they ain't really going back.
Did you hear what was being said in the video?
Yes.
Now, who is the Kel that is being referred to? Go ahead.
They say, oh, I don't remember.
Do you remember the Kel you told the jury you were not cool with a few minutes ago?
Yeah.
Is that the same Kel or a different?
Probably was.
Probably was what?
Probably was him. I don't remember.
Do you remember making that video?
Yes.
When did you make it?
I like 2014, 2014, 2015, something like that.
Would it have been the latter part of 2014?
Yes.
All right. And when you were holding the guns up to the camera, What were you meaning to show?
Shoot, gun. I showed a gun.
Why were you showing?
I don't know. Shoot, probably high.
Okay. Why were you saying the things you were saying to Kale?
I said something to him.
Why was whatever you all were doing on that video being done?
I don't think I said nothing to him personally.
Why were you all shooting that video?
I don't know. I was just in the video.
With guns?
Yeah.
To the camera? How often do you do that?
A lot.
And do you do it at everybody or just Kale?
Did I say something to him in that video?
Do you point guns at a video, in a video to everyone or just Kale?
Probably everyone. Most of my pictures gonna be with gun.
Okay. When you say most of your pictures are with guns, are most of your pictures also with members of YSL?
No.
Okay. I'm going to show you what has been admitted as State's Exhibit 477 Yankee. I'm going to, nope. I'm going to show you what has been marked, my apologies, as 477 Yankee. Would you take a look at 477 Yankee?
Yes, I see it.
All right. Can you see, without telling the jury out loud, the name at the top?
YSL the D. Oh,
Okay. And can you see the caption at the bottom? Don't read it out loud at all.
yes,
Okay. Do you recognize this post?
yes.
All right. And how do you recognize this post? Where was it made?
I look like a club.
And where was this post placed on social media?
Look like Instagram.
Was it your Instagram account?
Yeah,
Is it a fair and accurate copy of the post on your Instagram account?
yes.
State tenders 477 Yankee.
It's admitted.
We're gonna permission to publish.
You may.
Thank you. And if Ms. Knight, you would blow up the bottom portion. Mr. Zachary, would you tell us what time and date is shown on that photograph, 477 Yankee?
I can't see it.
If I put it before you here, can you see it right there?
7:02 p.m. February 26, 2015.
All right. And can you see, if I hold it here, what caption is under that post?
Yes, want me to say that out loud?
Now you can say that.
Remember all you niggas sleeping on us.
What else does it say?
YSL Tunk, Thug on one.
All right. And if you would, Ms. Knight, bring the photograph down. Would you please tell the jury who is shown in this photograph from left to right as Ms. Knight puts the icon over each face? Who is that?
Mr. Williams,
All right. And what else do you call him?
Thug,
And who is that in the middle?
Tunk,
All right. And who is that on the end?
me.
All right. Now, is there an emoji after Thugger 1?
I can't see. You gotta show
I'm
me.
gonna bring it up again. Can you see it on here? Ms. Knight, can you blow up the
Like a-
emoji?
Like a bird.
It looks like a bird. Blow it up, Ms. Knight, all the way. That's as far as it'll go. Does it look like a snake at all?
No, I look like a little green rubbery ducky.
Okay. Do you typically use green rubbery duckies?
I
in
use
your
green
photos?
anything.
special about green to you?
Cause I drink green lean.
Okay. Do you use other green emojis?
Hearts.
All right. And do you use red emoji?
Shoot, everybody use the red heart.
Do you, why didn't you answer the same way about everybody uses green hearts?
You said, why I use them? You ain't ask me about nobody else.
All right. So do you use red hearts?
Yes.
All right. Do you use any other emojis like that in your posts?
You every emoji on the emoji app.
Now, the name YSL, how long have you had that as your Instagram handle? YSL Lil D.
I like 2015, 2014.
Okay. And do you know how long Mookton has had a handle YSL Toon?
I don't know.
When you first started using YSL Lil D, what did you mean for it to represent?
Shoot. What you mean? Like, what I meant for it to mean?
What did it mean when you started using the name YSL Lil D?
I was hanging around. That's around the time I changed my name. I was going to show Mr. Williams stuff. That's when I changed my name to YSL for like the record label.
For the record label? What shows were you going to Mr. Williams?
A lot on.
A lot of them. Had you, before going to shows with Mr. Williams, had you gone to those type of shows before with anyone else?
Not was nobody performing, no.
Okay. So are those shows that you remember because you hadn't done it before?
Yes.
All right. So what was the first show you went to with Mr. Williams?
I don't remember.
All right. Do you remember when it was? No? All right. So do you know a person by the name of Bug Buck or that calls himself YSL Bug?
Nah.
Okay. I'm going to ask you, have you ever made a post, I just bought some new guns and got rid of some friends, you don't want to live my life? Under the name YSL Lil D.
I don't know. That's a fool one. I don't know. I don't remember.
You said that's a what one?
A fool one?
What does that mean?
I don't remember.
What is a, did you say fool?
Yeah. Caption. Like, I probably would have said something like that.
Okay. What would it have meant if you had said something like that?
Exactly what he said.
Explain further.
Exactly what he said.
All right. And when you say exactly what it said, what does getting some new guns and getting rid of some friends have to do with one another?
Shoot, I don't know. I probably heard it in the song.
What song?
I said I probably heard it in the song.
Okay. Now, do you remember when you got your first gun?
Probably like 14.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as 504 Yankee, State's Exhibit 504 Yankee. Is that the post that you made? You got to say yes or no out loud.
Yeah.
All right. Do you remember when you made it?
Nah, I don't even remember that picture.
But do you remember the post?
It's on my page.
Okay. Is it a fair and accurate copy of the post on your page?
Yeah.
All right. State tenders 504 Yankee.
Admitted.
Thank you. Mr. Zachary, have you ever heard of the of a group called 30D?
Yeah.
All right. Now, what is 30D?
A group from Canterville.
What kind of group?
I don't down know.
Do you know who all was a part of that group?
No.
Was Demekion Garlington a part of that group?
She probably will.
I'm going to show you what has been marked as 476 Yankee. Do you recognize the photograph shown in 476 Yankee?
Yeah.
Do you recognize whose page is posted on?
Yeah.
Whose page is it posted on?
Mine.
Is it a fair and accurate copy of the posting on your page?
Yeah.
State tenders 476 Yankee.
Admitted.
On 476 Yankee, could you read at the bottom the time and date that it was made?
10:04 p.m. May the 6th, 2015.
All right.
Got locked up that day.
What now?
Nah.
You said you got locked up that day?
Yeah.
What'd you get locked up for?
A gun.
Where was that gun?
What you mean? What was it?
Where was the
It
gun?
was on me
Where on you?
in the car.
Who were you in the car with?
I don't remember.
Were you in the car with your girlfriend?
Yeah, I think so.
And were her initials SG?
Yeah.
All right. How long had you dated SG at that time?
I don't remember.
What kind of gun did you have?
I don't even remember. I just know I had a gun.
Do you know how many guns you bought over the years?
I don't know.
Where were you when you got locked up?
On Cleveland.
Do you remember where on Cleveland?
At the BP.
All right. Is it the BP at 151 Cleveland Avenue?
I don't know the address.
All right. Do you remember at some point asking or meeting Detective Gaither after you got arrested at that BP?
No.
Do you remember ever talking to or meeting a Detective Dennis?
Yes.
Do you know who Detective Gaither is?
Yes.
How do you know who Detective Gaither is? Have you met her before?
Demekion Garlington auntie was fucking her. I mean, excuse me, Judge. But they had a relationship.
So, were you ever present during any of what you just described? And Your Honor, actually, I asked that that be struck from the record.
You say how I know?
Have you ever witnessed any of that?
Yeah, he told
You
me.
were in the room?
He told me.
Okay, Your Honor, I'd ask that this hearsay be stricken from the record.
It's stricken.
Thank you. Do you have some kind of, are you saying you haven't had any interaction with Detective Gates?
You say how did I first hear about her?
You said you didn't know her.
You say how did I first hear about her?
Did you know her?
Not before then, no.
Okay. Have you ever sat in an interview room with her?
Yes.
All right. And have you sat in an interview room with Detective Dennis?
Yes.
Have you sat in an interview room with Detective Dennis and Detective Gates?
Yes.
All right. Do you know how many times you sat in a room with Detective Dennis and Detective Gates?
Not that many.
Was it after you got arrested with that gun on Cleveland Avenue?
No, it was not.
Was it before?
No, it was way after.
Oh, okay, so it was way after, okay. Was it in 2015?
Yes.
Was it in August of 2015?
Yes.
Did you ask to speak with Detective Gaither and or Detective Dennis?
No. What the hell? I'm call 911 saying you speak to the police?
Were you incarcerated in August of 2015?
Yes.
Were you in jail when you asked or when you spoke with them?
I ain't asked to speak with nobody.
Were you in jail when you spoke with them?
Yes.
Did you speak with them in an interview room?
Yes.
Was it, to your knowledge, in a room where you were being recorded?
Probably so, yes.
Okay. And did you talk with them?
Yes.
I'm going to show you what has been marked as State's Exhibit 471 Yankee, but not admitted. Do you recognize what has been shown and marked as 471 Yankee?
Yes.
How do you recognize it?
It's on my page.
All right, is it a fair and accurate copy of what's on your page?
Yes.
State tenders 471 Yankee is evidence.
Admitted.
May I publish?
You may.
All right. Who is shown in 471 Yankee?
Me and Mickey
All right. And what's that in the Mikion's hand, in his right hand?
a gun.
What's that in your right hand?
A gun.
All right. And what do you have at the bottom? Can you read the caption? Bring it up.
They can forward us if they want. We bring the homicide.
Who'd you tag?
30 D.
All right. It's 30 D Demikion Garland.
Yes.
All right. Who is the they you were talking about?
That's a song. That Lil Wayne.
Okay. So when you did that and pointed the gun at the camera, what was the reason you did that?
That's a song. I just told you on the last thing. It probably was a song.
Okay. What was the name of that song?
For whatever they want, we bring the homicide. Word to my mama told her to get it, not the game. It's like coming out of a
What's the
coma.
name of the song?
That's right. I don't know the name. That Lil Wayne song though.
Okay. And so when you pointed that at the camera, you didn't mean for it to display anything. You just wanted to put the songs up there.
Most of my pictures gonna be with songs.
Okay. And as it related to April 28th, who did you tell them was, first of all, what did you tell them happened on April the 28th?
I don't know. I was just making up stuff as I go.
Okay. Now, is it your testimony today that you just made up everything that you told them about April 28th?
Yes.
And do you know whether, did they confront you with anything after you gave them information about April the 28th?
What you mean confirm me with?
For instance, if you said a light was red and it was green, would they ask you or challenge you?
I had already knew what had been said before. So I
What are
knew
you
what to
talking
say.
about?
You talking about them, the police, I had already knew what was said to them before I even said something to them.
Okay, let's talk about that. What do you mean you already knew what was said before to them?
I had
Your
already
Honor,
knew.
I'm going to object. This is potentially opening the door for hearsay, I believe.
Your Honor,
Potentially.
without saying what someone else said, what do you mean you already knew when? What are you
I
talking
had
about?
already knew that somebody else had already told them about the shooting.
Okay. So how, I'm sorry, let me ask you this. Were you present when someone else told them about a shooting?
No, someone told me.
All right. When did someone tell you?
When they got out of jail.
All right. I'm asking, do you know a month or a year?
I told you 2015.
Okay. And is the person who told you something they told police about the shooting Demikion Garlington?
Yes.
All right. Now, is there a time frame that you believed Demikion Garlington told police these things?
I didn't know he got out of jail. He told.
Don't tell what he said. Just, do you have a time frame?
2015.
Do you know when in 2015 he supposedly told police certain
I
things?
just know it when he got out of jail.
Okay. Now, did those things that he told police, that you believed he told police, did they involve you?
Yes.
All right. So when you first told police about the April 28th shootings, were there more than one?
Yeah.
How many shootings were there?
I'm like 2, 3.
How many? tell the jury where you all went after you got picked up.
For clarity's sake, I'm just going to ask
He's-
you all.
Judge, he's already,
Ask. Go ahead and clarify.
are we talking about the same people you just told the jury was in the car with you that picked you up?
It's not the same people you asked me about.
Okay, and what people are they?
Garlington and Schlid.
Okay, so where is it that you are saying today that you all went after Garlington and Sledge picked you up?
To get my girlfriend car. To get my girlfriend
Okay. To get your girlfriend from what location?
my cousin house,
Where?
Campton.
All right. And did you do anything between the time from leaving where you were on Cleveland Avenue at the BP to your girlfriend's house or to your girlfriend's location on Campbellton?
No,
All right. How long did it take you to get from the BP to Campbellton?
I don't know.
All right. Generally speaking, is it like an hour or more like 15 or 10 minutes?
Like 20 minutes.
Thank you. When you got to Campbellton, did anyone else join you in the car?
No.
Where did you all then go after leaving Campbellton?
To the west side.
Where on the west side?
I don't know them streets.
Whose house were you going to?
Somebody that had shot at my cousin house.
Somebody what?
Who had shot at my cousin house. We going to their house.
And whose house was that?
I don't know.
So how did you determine where you all were going to go?
It wasn't even just, it's like when we get out of the expressway, we saw that car. And we followed the car.
What car did you all follow?
A car that shot at my cousin house.
And describe the car for the jury.
I don't remember the car.
Was it a pickup truck, a regular sedan
I
with
think it was a car.
4 doors, 2 doors?
Yes.
All right. Which one?
4.
All right. And did you believe you knew who was driving the car? Are you thinking?
Yes, I'm thinking.
Okay.
I don't remember who was driving the car.
Okay. At the time, did you know or believe someone in particular was driving the car?
I can't remember.
Okay. So, as you sit here today, is the car parked in front of a house when you all see it, or is it driving?
The driver.
And what do you all do? Follow it?
Yeah.
How far do you all follow it?
Not that far. About like 3-4 minutes.
Do you follow it to a house?
Yes.
Are you familiar with Martin Luther King?
Yes.
All right. Are you familiar with where the Atlanta University Center is?
No.
Are you familiar with Morris Brown College?
No.
Spelman, Morehouse, anything like that? Okay. Do you know whether you followed the car to the Martin Luther King area of Atlanta?
I don't remember. I just know it was from we got out Sprayway, like 3-4 minutes.
What now?
When we got out Sprayway, like 3-4 minutes.
What exit did you all get off?
MLK.
You did get off at MLK?
Yeah.
All right. And what did you all do after you got off the expressway at MLK?
Followed the car.
Right. And where did you follow it to? I don't need the
house.
address. What happened when the car got to the house?
I started shooting at the car.
All right. Had the occupants of the car gotten out of the car when you started shooting at it?
Yes.
Did you see the occupants get out of the car?
Yes.
All right. And were the occupants standing outside the car or inside the house when you started shooting at the car?
They were walking towards the house.
Okay. And what kind of house was it? A standalone condo apartment?
It's a house.
Was it a brick house?
I don't remember.
All right. And how many people had gotten out of the car?
Just me and Garlington.
No, I'm asking you. I'm
Oh.
sorry. I should be clear. The car you were shooting at, how many people had gotten out of it?
Like 4, 3, something like that.
Were they all males, all females, or a combination?
Males.
All males? Okay. Now, did you know which of those males or all of those males had supposedly shot at your cousin's house?
I was high. I don't remember. I just know when we pulled up, they were shooting at our house.
Oh, so you saw them shooting?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to show you what has been admitted as State's Exhibit 6KK. And if you recall, or if it looks familiar to you at all, would you tell the jury? And if not, let the jury know, okay? All right. Does any part of that house in front of the white car look familiar?
I don't remember.
Okay. So what kind of gun did you use to shoot at the car? Did you shoot at the house too?
Shoot, I shot. I just know I shot.
Okay. What kind of gun did you use to shoot?
I don't remember. I just know I had a gun. I
Okay.
got 3 on.
Did you have all 3 of them in your hands at one time?
Nah.
All right. So how many did you have in your hands while you were shooting?
1, I think.
Was it a long gun or a short gun?
It was the gun I got caught with. It was short.
Okay. Did it shoot short bullets or longer bullets?
Long bullet.
Long bullets? Okay. Do you have any idea how many shots you fired?
No.
All right. So what made you stop firing?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Did the gun have a banana clip or some kind of long magazine?
I don't remember what kind of clip it had.
And then what did you do after you stopped firing?
Got in the car and pulled off.
What color was the car you were in?
I don't remember.
Okay. And where were the other occupants of the car when you got out and started firing?
Oh, what car?
The car that you were in.
Me and Garton got out. Shalette stayed in.
All right. So did you and Garlington both shoot at the house?
Yes.
All right. Did he have the same kind of gun that you had?
I don't remember. I was high.
Was he shooting, would you all switch guns or did you all have different guns?
Yeah, they own gun.
Okay. Where did you all go after that?
I don't remember.
What now?
I told you I went in and out of it at night.
Okay. Do you know Darren Mills?
No.
Do you know the name Darren Mills?
No.
Do you know the name Philip Collins?
No.
Do you know the name Philo?
Yes.
All right. How long have you known the name Philo?
Not that long.
When you say not that long, did you know the name Philo in 2015?
Yes.
Did you know the name Philo on April 28, 2015?
Yes.
Did you know whether Philo had a child?
I don't know.
Did you know whether he had a girlfriend?
I don't know.
Did you know where Philo lived?
No.
All right. Now, how would you describe how you felt about Philo? Were you cool with Philo?
No.
Had you had conflicts with Philo?
No.
All right. Describe for the jury Philo best you can. You don't have to be too specific.
I don't remember him.
All right. Do you remember whether he was taller than you or shorter than you?
I don't remember that love.
Okay. How did you know Philo?
I don't remember.
Well, why do you remember Philo?
You talking about how did I know him? I don't remember how I know him. I just remember the name.
What do you remember about Philo to remember the name?
I don't remember. I don't remember exactly how I remember nobody.
Okay. Now, when you said that earlier, did you say that you all shot up maybe more than one house, maybe one or two?
We probably think we shot up 2 years.
Was one of them an apartment complex? Now, why did you go shoot up an apartment complex?
Told you. I was in and out of it that night. I was on drugs.
What now?
I was in and out of it that night. I was on drugs.
Okay. So what did that have to do with your going to shoot up an apartment complex?
Cause I believe that whoever apartments complex, they shot up my cousin's house.
But I thought you said you followed the people that you saw shooting at your cousin's house to the standalone house that y'all
Like
shot up.
3 or 4 of them in the car.
But I thought you said the car went to a house that you shot up.
They pulled off when we pulled off.
Okay. So
They got back in the car and pulled off.
and did you follow them to another place?
I think we bumped into them some late on that night or something.
Okay. And where did you bump into them later on that night?
I think it was still in the same area.
Okay. Was it the apartment complex or the house?
It was
When
in
you say the
apartments.
same?
It was in apartments.
Okay. I'm going to show you 62 CC, which has already been admitted as evidence. I'm sorry, Lima. 62 Lima, LL. And see if you remember or if this area looks familiar to you, okay? It's already been admitted, so just look at it, all right? And as we're pulling that up, do you remember anything at all about that apartment complex, beyond that it was an apartment complex?
No.
Okay. Now, when you say that you told Detectives Gaither and Dennis about that, when you first started talking about it to them, did you tell them that you were involved?
Shoot, I told them I was in the car.
Did you tell them at first that you were in the car?
However it happened, I pleaded guilty to it, so I don't know.
I'm not asking you that.
Are you going to use this exhibit?
Yes, and this is the exhibit 62 Lima that's on the screen. Does that area look familiar to you?
No.
Okay. You can take it down. All right. So when you told the jury a moment ago that you told Detectives Gaither and Dennis what you did because you knew that Garlington had told them something,
I
Did
told you that already though, before.
I understand. When you said that, do you know or did you believe that Garlington had said you shot up somebody's house?
He told me that he said I did.
Okay. Garlington, the one that you've been friends with for 20 years?
No.
All right. Did he tell you why he would say that?
I ain't asked him, I just laughed.
Oh, you did? Okay. So if you believe that Garlington told them that you did it, why did you deny doing it initially?
Cause you're supposed to deny it.
Okay. Did you tell Detectives Gaither and Dennis what you believed that Garlington had told them?
Yes, I put a mixer to it though.
A what?
I twisted up a little.
What do you mean?
Shit, I added on what I wanted to add on.
What does that mean?
Try to make myself look innocent.
Okay, fair enough. So who else did you believe that Garlington had told shot up these people's houses?
What you mean?
Your Honor, that calls for hearsay.
I said,
You can,
I'll rephrase.
okay.
All right. Who else did you tell Detectives Gaither and Dennis shot up these homes on April 28th, 2015?
I don't remember. Like 9 years ago.
Did you tell them that Moontoon shot up the houses?
No. I told him Moontoon was there. I never told him Moontoon shot no house.
Okay. Did you believe that Garlington had already said something about Moontoon?
Yes.
Overruled.
All right. And you, Moontoon, and Garlington were all equally close to one another during this time?
Nah.
Okay. Then describe if you all weren't
Me and
equally.
Moontoon closer.
You and Moontoon were closer? Okay. And so when you believed that Garlington said Moontoon did something, how did you confront him about it?
Front who guards?
Yes.
No.
Okay. Now, if Garlington said that you and Moontoon shot up these houses, along with Garlington, was Garlington conveying something that actually had occurred?
Can't use a word I understand.
Which part didn't you understand?
Conveying.
Okay, thank you. Was he saying something that had actually happened?
Yes.
Okay. So then you just went in and told Gaither and Dennis what happened because you believed or knew that Garlington had already done it?
I knew, yes, I knew.
Okay. Now, did you ever tell Moontoon that Garlington had told on him?
I think he knew already.
I'm asking you if you ever told Moontoon that Garlington told on him.
No, I was just trying to like free Moontoon.
Okay. Were you? Okay. Did you also tell Gaither and Dennis, or rather, let me ask you this. When did you try to tell them at first that you were not there?
Probably did. I don't remember. I think I did probably.
Do you remember whether they told you you were there? I have your phone records.
And then I think I told them that.
But yes or no, just that part first, okay? You can explain, I promise. Just, do you remember whether Gaither or Dennis told you, we know you were there because we got your phone records?
I think they did say that.
Okay. Now, did you want to say something else after that?
Yes, but when the phone came back, it went in my name, so they ain't have my phone name. And I already knew that.
Okay, what do you mean when the phone came back, it wasn't in your name?
When they tried to see whose name the phone was in.
Did they tell you they tried to see whose name the phone was in?
Huh?
Did they tell you that they tried to see whose name the phone was in?
I think my lawyer had already knew.
What?
Somebody told me.
Did they tell you before that interview?
Yes, when I got locked up for the May the 6th, when I got caught with a gun, I think they had said in the open court.
Okay. Did you think that the phone being in someone else's name would make it harder for the police to find out it was you who had done the shooting?
They ain't find out because of the phone.
I understand, but you mentioned they found out it was in someone else's name, right?
Yes.
So did you think that would make it harder for them to learn it was you?
Yes.
Okay. Whose name was the phone in?
I don't remember. I just know it went in mine.
Okay. You know what?
No, it wasn't in my name.
All right. I don't want to know your mother's whole name. I just want to know what it begins with.
Okay.
Okay. And that phone that you had at that time, is it one that you still have now?
No.
All right. So is it okay to ask you about the whole number?
No, you can't.
Why?
Cause that's my mama number.
Okay. So it's still your mom's number?
Yes, it was never my phone.
Okay. Now, you're here in an orange jumpsuit. Why are you in an orange jumpsuit? Because the jury doesn't know.
Cause you locked me up.
And why?
I don't know.
Were you subpoenaed to come to court?
I was subpoenaed, then y'all told me I was on another subpoena up on an old judge. Y'all wanted me to voluntarily take a subpoena. What I'm gonna voluntarily take a subpoena for?
Did you tell your father to tell us you weren't gonna come?
My father, he grown man, he tell you what he wanna tell you. I ain't telling that.
Were you with him when he said you weren't gonna come?
No.
Do you know whether he offered to call anybody?
You wanna get my dad up here?
I want to talk to you.
Okay. I know you wanna get him up here.
Why?
You know why.
Why?
You know why.
Tell the jury why.
You know why.
So you're not gonna tell the jury. Was your father with you when you talked to Gaither and Dennis in August 2015?
No.
Did you live with your father in August 2015?
No.
Who did you live with in August 2015?
Myself.
Did you live with SG at any time?
Yes.
August 2015.
Yes.
Where did you all live?
I don't remember.
You said that you were closest with Moonton, or you were coolest with Moonton. All right. Were you coolest with Moonton in April 2015?
April. Yes.
And were you cooler with Moonton than you were, say, Shannon?
Yes.
Now, in April 2015, were you also cooler with Demekion?
Yes.
April 28th, 2015. Do you remember being with those people?
Yes.
Where?
Don't we caught our case? We was in the car together.
What kind of car?
I don't remember what kind of car.
What did you have in the car?
A gun.
How many?
2, 3, 1 on.
And what time did you all get in the car together? Daytime or nighttime?
Night.
Was it after 10 o'clock at night?
Yes.
Had either you or either one of the people you were in the car with been to Club Crucial earlier?
I think they was.
So how did you end up in the car with them?
Came and got me.
Did you ask them to come and get you?
Yes.
Why did you ask them to come and get you?
Because somebody had shot up my cousin's house
Where did your cousin live?
on County.
All right, and who is your cousin?
Alexis Bryant.
All right. Why did you tell them to come get you if you had your own vehicle?
Because my girlfriend was in mine.
Your girlfriend was in yours?
Yes.
All right.
No, I'm wrong. Because I was going to get in the car with my girlfriend. I was getting dropped off to her.
Okay. And so, did you have guns?
Yes.
In the car? How many guns total were in the car?
I know I had 2.
And did you see any more?
Demekion had 1.
Were you wearing dreads during that time?
No.
Okay. So, where did they pick you up from?
Cleveland Avenue.
Where on Cleveland?
The store, I think.
Which store?
BP.
Was that the same one you were at with that gun?
Yes.
Where you got arrested in May?
Yes.
Okay. So, do you just normally hang out at the BP with guns?
Yes.
All right. So when they came and got you, what did they do?
Yes.
Hey, I'm trying to figure out who we're talking
Your
about.
Honor, I, first of all, asked him about people, and then I referred to those people specifically.
All right.
So,
Who are those people?
Your Honor, I'd ask questioning, he'll have no problem.
So is it a vagueness objection?
Yes, it's a vagueness objection.
Your Honor, I was specific, I asked him about a specific set of people.
I don't know
and
what.
I specifically referred to them.
Yeah, why
Maybe.
would we want to know
I'm
what we're talking about?
Do you want to re-clarify, please?
I can continue and then I can ask a separate set of questions. Of course, Mr. Sharp has him on cross.
Well, I think we should be clear about what we're talking about right now.
Ask,
Thank you. Go ahead and clarify.
when I asked you about Garlington, Moncton, and Shannon,
You said Garlington and Moncton.
you didn't hear me say Shannon?
No.
Yes.
That
Let's
they
take a break.
was to include.
Hang on. Let's just take our mid-afternoon break right now. All right, Mr. Sharp.
Your Honor, what just happened was completely dishonest, disingenuous, misleading, and gross.
And you objected.
I objected, and I wouldn't have even thought about anyone doing this other than the fact that I've seen the prior behavior throughout this trial of this type of nonsense where we try to trick a witness into think we're saying they, meaning 3 people, and then try to convince the jury that we're somehow including my client Shannon when it's clear that the witness is not following. That's what we're talking about. And it's disgusting, and I don't know how we cure it, but I'm going to move for a mistrial. I think it was completely intentional. Obviously, it was calculated. Obviously, when I asked for clarification, I would think anyone seeking the truth would gladly clarify. I'm seeking the truth. I would gladly clarify. No, it's sheepish grin and then.
All right, I understand your objection, and I understand what you were saying past that objection. Miss Love, I think
may I
one thing that,
respond?
no, you need to listen. I think that one thing that needs to happen is when an objection is made and you are given an opportunity to respond and I make a ruling, even if that ruling is, please clarify, that you then need to obey what my order is instead of continuing to argue.
Your Honor, when I ask for clarification and consideration, I believe that as an advocate and as a person who is actually representing the victims who have been victimized in this case and who is representing as much as actually more than an officer of this court, and I represent something, I believe that the state has as much right to express, to request, and to ask for consideration and for an allowance to ask the questions that it wishes to ask as the defense does. I believe, Your Honor, the objection that was made, and I understand what Mr. Sharp said, but there are a couple of things at play here. One, Mr. Sharp is well aware that Mr. Zachary has said that his client was with him. He has said it in the interview that I'm holding in my hand. He is not being honest with the court when he is claiming that Mr. Zachary had no idea what I was talking about. I literally said Shannon, Demikian, and Moncton, and I asked him how close he was with each of them.
Right, and then we went from that to his girlfriend, and then it was not unreasonable, and the objection could just be, vague, but it was not unreasonable to object to make sure that it was clear what the question was, who the they was in the question. And when I say clarify, that needs to be the end of it. And you need to ask a different question, rephrase the question, and let's move on. And there shouldn't be an issue with it.
Yes, Your Honor. If the state is not allowed to ask for clarification or consideration, that I understand.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Your Honor, when I
A
asked,
clarification of my ruling, is that what you mean?
when I asked for permission beyond what the court has instructed, I did not know that I should not do that, so I won't do that anymore.
That's not what was going on. You're basically, it seems to say, I'm asking permission to do something other than what the court has just ordered me to do. And so if that's what it is, then no, you cannot do that. If you need clarification of a ruling, then of course you can ask that. And if you want reconsideration, then you can ask for that, but that does not need to go on in front of the jury. When I make a ruling, obey the ruling and move on.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Your Honor, I really haven't heard any explanation for what happened. I think it was calculated. I'm moving for a mistrial. In the alternative, Your Honor, I do believe that there needs to be a curative instruction, or at least it needs to be clarified who they was. It doesn't matter what he said in the past. He lied in the past. I've already said that. I know what he said in the past.
All right.
But what he's
We don't know, you don't know that he lied. You don't know what the truth is and what the lie is if they are inconsistent. And there may even be a reason for that. Although if they're virtually diametrically opposed, there probably is not an explanation. But when you say he lied, we don't know that.
Okay.
Just like Miss Love doesn't know when he lied.
Well, I'll put it like this. Mr. Stillwell was never charged with those crimes. And Miss Love was not asking about what he said in 2015. She was asking about today.
I understand.
And today, he was clearly responding, they meaning Mr. Garlington, and, well, it's clear to me. I don't believe it's clear to the jury.
Don't talk while he's talking.
And I believe it needs to be clarified immediately because, of course, I will have an opportunity to cross, but I will probably not have an opportunity to cross for about 4 days. And I don't think we should be misleading the jury on direct.
All right, I'm going to look back at what the transcript says. I mean, and Ms. Love, you may, given that there's now a motion for mistrial on the floor, in assertion that you did things purposefully, you may respond to that.
I vehemently object to the mistrial. I vehemently object to any mistrial, and I beg the court to look at the transcript and see what I said right before I asked him the people that I just mentioned. And I would ask that the court, I mean, if the court deems it appropriate that such language is gross and all of the disparaging remarks made by counsel for the defendants are appropriate, that's one thing. But I'd ask that the court limit that type of behavior, which is, you know, not becoming of officers of the court.
I agree with that. It is not becoming. All right, y'all can take a break if you want to. I'm going to take a look at this transcript.
So you're angry, but have you taken the same medicine today?
No, y'all won't let me get it. Y'all, I'm telling them I'm in pain whole weekend. Y'all got me caged in the house. Y'all done, they got my mama, like, she locked up. Like,
Wait a minute.
can't leave the house, can't do none of that. Like,
And that makes you angry with the state, right?
I'm going through withdrawals, yes. I'm angry.
Okay. You said caged in a house. Are there bars on the home you were in?
No, they telling her when she can leave, this and that. I ain't agreed to none of that.
Okay. Did the state make you go back to the Fulton County Jail?
Shit, they should've. If I let my family feel like they locked up, I go lay down. I ain't tripping. I ain't one of them people scared to go to jail. I done did 8, 9 years. I ain't scared of jail.
Okay. Did you want to go back to the jail?
It don't make me none.
Did you tell the court you would rather be in the jail than be at your
Before I
mom's
let y'all just keep putting my family through this for something I did, I'm a grown man. I got my own house. I got my own everything.
Mr. Zachary, can you allow me to finish asking you questions before you answer? Did you tell the court that you'd rather be in jail than stay at
I
your...
don't know.
Your Honor, would the court please apprise the witness to allow me to finish the question before he answers?
Listen to the whole question before you answer it and try to answer the question that is asked, please.
Thank you. Did you ever tell the court that you would rather be in the jail than at your mother's house?
I don't know.
Sir?
I don't remember.
Okay. Now, were you handcuffed inside your mom's house?
I might have well. Y'all took my phones. I can't do nothing. I ain't agreed to none of that.
Okay. That's not the question I asked. Were you handcuffed inside your mom's house?
No, I was on house arrest. I leg months on my leg.
A leg, okay. So, do you now recall graduating from CRIM?
No, I never graduated.
Objection
Last
asked and
graduation.
answered.
Overruled.
Do you,
Last graduation was kindergarten. Everything else was attorney schools. Attorney school don't have graduation.
okay. Do you recall finishing 12th grade at Crim? You have to answer.
I told you I never made it to no 12th grade.
Okay. Do you recall telling Detectives Gaither and Dennis in August 5th, 2015, that you finished in either 05 or 09, something of that?
Objection relevance.
Sustained.
Your Honor, I don't want to speak in front of the jury. May I approach with the
Yes.
relevance?
Yes.
Did you go down to the Atlanta Police Department because of a request from Detectives Gaither and Dennis, or did you request to speak with Detectives Gaither and Dennis?
I ain't never request speak no police.
Okay. Do you know whether anyone made a request on your behalf?
No, I know ain't nobody did nothing like that.
Do you recall Detective Gaither telling you, okay, so you wanted to speak to us, we're here. You kept trying to get to us, you've been trying to reach us, and now we're here,
No, somebody called them, asked them what was I locked up for. That was it.
okay? So when she said that to you, did you tell her, hey, I didn't call you, I didn't want to talk to you?
I don't remember what I told them.
Okay. If you didn't want to talk to them, did you have the sense that you could tell them you didn't want to talk to them?
No, I don't have no sense at all.
Okay,
Been on drugs my whole life.
okay. Now, when you say you've been on drugs your whole life, what kind of drugs?
Prescription drugs.
Sir?
Prescription drugs.
Okay. And do you take the amount of prescription drugs that you are prescribed, or do you take something different, a different amount?
Ain't none of your business.
Okay. Well, do you take an amount more than what the doctor tells you to take?
Ain't none of your business.
Your Honor, with the court? Actually, I withdraw that question.
Okay.
Does the amount of drugs that you take cause you to act a certain way different than you normally act?
It's just the drugs that I get. So, and you can take no matter how many you take.
Does it cause you to act a different way than you would normally act?
It's
What way?
calmer. I mean, not really calm, but I don't be focused.
Okay. And when you say that you're not focused, how does that show itself when you're talking to people? What does it look like?
Talk too much.
You talk too much. Okay. And when you're talking too much, do you later regret talking too much, or is it that why do you feel like you talk too much? What makes it too much? I'll rephrase. When you say you talk too much, what do you mean you talk too much?
I don't know. I don't understand what you're saying. I don't remember.
Okay. When you went down to the police department,
Somebody went down when he took me.
oh, you remember them coming to get you?
I know I ain't went nowhere. To went, you gotta go down there yourself.
Say that again?
To being went, I been on went down there myself. I ain't went nowhere myself.
Okay. And when you say they took you, who are you talking about?
Whoever took me, I don't remember.
Okay. Do you remember if it was the same people you talked to in the room?
I don't remember.
Okay. Now, whoever took you, did they threaten you? On the way down there, did they threaten you? Whoever took you from the jail to the police department, did they threaten you?
No, I don't remember.
Is it no or you don't remember?
I don't remember.
Okay. Now, are you taking the drugs now that you said caused you to talk too much?
No, I just told you y'all won't let me go get them. I'm withdrawing.
Okay. When you were in the interview room, or actually walking into the interview room, did anybody threaten you?
I don't know.
Sir,
I don't know.
when you got in the interview room, did anybody threaten you?
Objection asked and answered.
Sustained.
Do you remember whether or not you were asked if anyone threatened you?
I don't know.
Okay. Mr. Zachary, is it that you don't remember or you don't want to talk because you're angry?
I said I don't remember.
Okay. Now, did you sign any kind of form saying no one had threatened you and made you any promises?
I don't remember nothing. No years, no months. I don't remember nothing.
Then how did you remember being taken down to the police station from the jail?
Because I know I ain't went nowhere. I know that.
Okay. Did the drugs that you were on Friday help you remember that you were interviewed in August 2015?
No, I told I've been remember. I just don't remember what happened.
When you say I've been remembered, what are you talking about, Mr. Zachary?
I'm on probation for this interview. I'm on probation, so I know what I'm on probation for.
Okay. Okay, I'm not asking you about probation. I'm just asking you about the interview. When you said that you remembered on Friday, did the drugs that you were taking help you remember that you had the
I don't
interview
know.
on August 5th, 2015?
I don't know.
Okay. Were you offered the opportunity to have a lawyer if you wanted one?
I don't remember.
When you were in that interview room in August of 2015, had you already been arrested and released from jail for that May incident at the gas station where you had the gun?
Yes.
Okay. And how long, do you remember how long you were out from when you were released then and got back in jail and ended up in that interview room?
I don't remember. In May to August, it had to be
Okay.
a month or two.
Do you know what you were arrested for in August, if it wasn't that gun?
I just told you I know what I'm on probation for. Yes, I remember what I'm arrested for.
Okay. So since the jury doesn't know, and I need you not to get into the details of things I don't ask you about, but could you just answer what it was that you were arrested for on the day you talked to the police in August, on August 5th, 2015? Do you remember what charges or what date or anything about it?
13 aggravated assaults, I think.
13 aggravated assaults?
Yes.
Okay. And were they aggravated assaults that had happened around April?
Yes.
All right. Were they aggravated assaults that happened on any other days?
You just said April.
I know what I said, but you're the only one that can give testimony. Were they aggravated assaults that happened on any other days?
What you mean, any other days?
Was April the only date that you had warrants for aggravated assaults for when you talked to the police on August 5th, 2015?
I don't know.
Okay. At the time, did you have a lawyer in August 5th, 2015?
I don't remember.
Did you ever get a lawyer after August 5th, 2015 to represent you on those charges you were arrested on?
Yes.
All right. And did that same lawyer represent you on the charges with the gun or somebody different?
Yes. Same lawyer.
Same lawyer? Okay. Did you ever ask for that lawyer in the interview on August 5th, 2015?
I don't remember nothing about no August 15th.
Did you sign any papers saying that you understood your rights in that interview with Gaither and Dennis?
I don't understand nothing. I don't know. I probably signed it. I don't understand nothing.
When you say you don't understand nothing, tell the jury what you mean, please.
I don't understand nothing.
What does that mean?
I don't understand.
You understand what we're talking about though, right?
Not really.
You don't understand the questions that I'm asking.
I understand about my case. That's all I understand about.
Okay.
Because I know what I'm on probation for.
If I ask you a question you don't understand, would you please tell me I don't understand so that I can clarify? Will you do that for me and for us?
All right.
Sir?
Say all right.
Thank you. All right. Did you sign a piece of paper when you talked to Detective Gaither and Dennis in 2015 saying, I understand my rights?
Obviously, I didn't understand them, but I don't remember.
So you wish you did not
I
understand?
said, obviously, I didn't understand them, but I don't remember.
So why do you say obviously you didn't understand them, Mr. Zachary?
I had no damn business right there.
Sir?
I had no business right there.
Mr. Zachary, could you speak into the microphone?
I had no business right there.
You have no business right there?
Yeah.
Right where?
Talking to no police.
Why? Why'd you smack your lips just now?
Nothing. I don't remember.
You don't remember why you smacked your lips just now? Okay. Mr. Zachary, let me rephrase and apologize. Was Roscoe, were you present when Roscoe FaceTimed Thug?
I don't know.
Not Shannon. All right. Do you remember telling the police that Roscoe FaceTimed Thug, but that Thug didn't answer?
Yeah, I remember because they kept trying to make it seem like Mr. Williams had that set up. Yes, I remember.
And what now?
Yes, I remember telling them that because they kept trying to make it seem like Mr. Williams told them to do it.
Told who to do what?
Roscoe to do what he did.
Okay. And do you remember telling the police that you were at a gas station on Northside Drive when that happened? When Roscoe FaceTimed Thug?
Yes, because they kept trying to make it seem like Mr. Williams had something to do with it, and I was telling them he didn't.
Now, when you say they kept trying to make it seem like that, what happened to make you believe that?
Because the way they were sent, like, oh, like they'll say something, oh, ain't nobody just doing that without getting proved from this person to that person. I'm like, man, don't nobody tell nobody what to do. I'm like, he ain't, you know what I said. You got paper if you gonna tell the truth.
You understand that the only person that can give testimony is you on the stand, right? That was the question. Okay. Now, did you ever buy a gun for Woody?
I bought it, and I think he stole it or something like that.
You think it got stolen?
I remember buying a gun.
Uh-huh. Okay. Did you buy that gun for Woody?
I don't remember.
Okay. Did you remember telling the police that you purchased a Taurus PT 140 40 caliber firearm?
Yes.
Do you remember seeing the receipt for
Yes.
the guns?
Yeah.
Do you remember telling seeing your handwriting on a receipt for a Diamondback 223.
Yes.
Right. Do you remember talking to the police about a gun that you left in Monktunk's car?
Yes.
All right.
Man, how long I'm about to be up here, man? Goddamn
I'm
head.
through.
What?
I said, I'm almost through.
Keep asking these same questions. Yes, I remember everything about the guns I bought.
Okay.
I'm convicted of it.
All right.
I'm trying to have patience, y'all. I'm up
Do
here.
you remember
Chest
the
hurt, head hurt.
Okay. Did the police, after you were arrested with that gun at the gas station, do you know if they searched your house?
Yes.
And do you know everything that they found?
No.
Okay. Did the police ask you about Demikion Garlington's phone number?
I don't know.
Okay.
We done.
Not quite, almost.
Mr. Zachary, you're welcome to have that water if you want. And just take some deep
I need
breaths.
some drugs. Narcotic. Like, I got chronic care issues. You know that. She keep asking the same questions.
She's also asked you if you needed somebody to get your prescription, and you have declined that a couple of times.
They might kill me. I'm scared.
They have Ms. Bowe.
Thank you. Do you remember talking to the police about if gang shooting on Empire Park at YSL?
I don't remember.
Okay. Do you remember telling the police or identifying for the police doo-wop in his car?
I don't remember.
Do you remember telling the police that you knew Nard since you were 12 years old?
I don't remember.
Do you remember IDing Yak for the police?
I don't remember.
Do you remember telling the police about a Draco with a shoulder strap
I don't remember.
that Nard had the day before the murder?
I don't remember.
Okay. Do you remember telling the police that Nard was from Browns Mill?
I don't remember.
Do you remember telling the police that Nard had Bentley's Nitro every day?
I don't remember.
Do you remember telling the police that Roscoe is a hype man for Jeffrey Williams?
I don't remember.
Do you remember telling the police, in addition to Yak, Shannon, and Doo-Wop, that defendant Williams also allowed Nard to drive the Infinity?
I don't remember.
Huh?
I don't remember.
Now, did you tell the police that you saw defendant Shannon Stillwell I'm sorry. Did you tell the police that you went to Florida with Demekion, Shannon, Kenneth, Diamante, and Nard?
I don't remember.
Did you tell the police that Nard left for Florida before the other people did?
I don't remember.
Did you talk to the police again in 2017?
I don't remember.
All right.
You gotta go through all this same stuff again?
Do you think you remember more about 2017?
No, I don't remember nothing. 2017. I don't remember nothing. You keep asking me the same question. I'm up here in pain, chest hurting, head hurting. Y'all, that's illegal. I don't know about my rights, but I'm pretty sure y'all violating them.
Yeah, can I give, will the court be willing to give the witness a moment to get some Tylenol or?
I'm allergic to Tylenol.
Will the court be willing to give us a brief break to see what we can give to Mr. Zachary?
Yes.
Pain?
Yes.
Where I go?
We talked yesterday about slime, and you said that you weren't slime back in 2015. Do you consider yourself slime today?
No.
No? Okay. For the record, he shook his head no.
I said no.
I said no, okay. And yesterday, you did not recall knowing Kelvin Treadwell. Did you know Kelvin Treadwell in 2019? Or O.G. Bentley?
I'm on a case with him. I'm on probation. Yes, I know.
Okay. I'm going to show you what we have marked as State's Exhibit 508 Yankee. If anyone from counsel for either of the defendants wants to see it, Your Honor, I'll just leave a copy or give them a copy of this.
All right.
Is the case that you are on with Mr. Treadwell. I'm going to leave you 508 Yankee. If you would just look at it and let me know if that's the case, okay? Thank you, Mr. Zach. And you said yes, just for the record, correct?
Yes.
All right. Now, at the time in 2015, if we were talking about Rock Crew and YSL, Rock Crew and YSL, you would consider the same thing, right?
I don't know.
Okay. Did you tell Dennis and Gaither that Rock Crew and YSL were the same thing?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. And when we talked yesterday, You were telling the jury, or I asked you rather, about the incident at the gambling house. The incident at the gambling house where Kel shot at the gambling house, Thug and you were inside the gambling house at the time that it was shot at. Is that right?
I don't remember.
Okay. Did you tell Gaither and Dennis in August 2015 that Thug and you were inside the gambling house at the time that it got shot out?
I don't know.
Did Woody and Moontunk shoot at Kel on MLK after Kel shot at the gambling house?
I don't remember.
Okay. Did you tell Gaither and Dennis that Woody and Moontunk shot at Kel on MLK after Kel shot at the gambling house?
I don't remember.
The video that you and Moontunk made where Moontunk was shouting out Kel was made in January after the shooting at the gambling house. Is that right?
I don't remember.
And in that video, Moontunk was mad about trivia, right?
I don't remember.
Did you tell Detectives Gaither and Dennis in August 2015 that the video was made in January?
I don't remember.
Did you tell them it was made after the dugout got shot out while Thug and you were inside?
I don't remember.
And did you tell them that Moontunk was mad about trivia?
I don't remember.
Right. When talking to, let me ask you this, did the tension between YSL and If Gang escalate after Woody and Moontunk shot at Kel?
I don't remember.
Okay. The night that Donovan Thomas got murdered, January 10th, 2015, Shannon and Yak were the two who first told you that they caught Nut down bad, correct?
No, I lied.
Okay. Did you tell Detectives Gaither and Dennis that they told you that first?
I think I did tell them that.
Okay. And they both told you that it was Shannon, Yak, Nard, Duop, who caught Nut down bad and killed him.
I lied.
Okay. And the way that
You can't, hang on just a second. Are y'all not able to hear what he's saying? Pull the mic with the red on it, pull that up right up next to you so that you can talk into that. Thank you.
you and Shannon were at Thug's condo when you were talking about how they killed Nard. Is that right? I mean, how they killed Nut. Is that right?
I lied. If you would have checked and investigated, y'all would see I was in the hospital.
Okay. And when you say you were in the hospital, are you saying you were in the hospital on January 10th, 2015?
Earlier that day, yes. And then I went home. I was asleep.
Okay. Now, Nard was not at the condo when you all were talking about that, right?
We never talked about that.
Okay. Did you tell Dennis and Gaither in August 2015 that Nard was not at the condo?
I lied.
All right. Did you tell, better yet, did Shannon go to leave and to see a girl while you were at the condo?
What is Lee?
I'm sorry?
What is Lee?
Where is,
What is Lee?
did he leave? Did he get up to leave?
I wasn't there. I
Okay.
told you.
All
If
right.
y'all would have did y'all investigation for real, y'all would have seen.
Okay.
I was not sick in the hospital earlier that day, so I couldn't have been there.
Okay. Did you tell Detective Gaither and Dennis that?
I lied. I had got caught with a gun that had 100 shoes on it, so I was just lying.
Okay. Now, Did Shannon say his gun had no more bullets?
Shannon never told me anything. Shannon don't even talk.
Okay. Did you tell Detective Gaither and Dennis that y'all noticed Shannon's gun was out of bullets?
No, I was just looking to blame Shannon because we ain't never really get along.
Okay. And did Shannon take Muntunk's gun to leave when he went to go to visit the girl and go to the store because his gun was out of bullets?
I never saw Shannon that night.
Did you tell Detectives Gaither and Dennis that because Shannon's gun was out of bullets, that he took this little gun that Muntunk had?
I never saw Shannon that night. I saw Shannon the next morning.
Did you learn from Shannon and Yak that Nard had an AK-762 at the time that Donovan Thomas was killed?
I was just lying because I knew I had 7.62. I really ain't no gun, so I was just lying.
Okay. Did you tell Gaither and Dennis that Nard had this AK-762 during the murder of Donovan Thomas?
I told him, but I was lying. I was going through all type of stuff, just mad.
Did Shannon and Yak tell you that Shannon had a XB45 at the time or
No.
during the killing of Donovan Thomas?
No, Shannon or yet never told me nothing about no killing. I was just lying.
Did you tell Detectives Gaither and Dennis that Shannon had the 45 XB
No,
at the time
I was just
that he
lying.
killed Nut?
If I did, I was lying. I know I came back later on and told them that I was lying on Shannon and he had nothing to do with it.
Okay, we'll get to that. We'll get to that quickly. Now, did Shannon and Yak tell you at Thug's condo that they took the guns and the car to OG Bentley's spot?
Why we gotta keep talking about deceased? I don't like talking about Bentley.
Now, when you're talking about Bentley, is this the same person that you indicated you're on your current case with?
Yes.
All right. And when is it that you said he was deceased?
I don't know for sure. I just heard.
Okay, so you don't know that he's deceased?
No.
Okay, but he definitely was on this case with you that you pled to in 2019?
Yes.
All right. And OG Bentley is the same person as Kelvin Treadwell, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. And his name is listed on that disposition in front of you, right?
Yes.
All right. And then Bentley, then they took the rental car back after Bentley hid the guns, according to Shannon and Yak, correct?
Shannon yet never told me nothing. If me and Wood wrecked the rental car, how can they still have it?
Okay. And you told Detectives Gaither and Dennis that after Bentley hid the guns, they took the rental car back, right?
I don't remember.
Okay. Shannon and Yak began, or rather Shannon began telling you exactly what happened when they killed Donovan Thomas after he had to ask Muntunk for the gun because his was out of bullets. Is that right?
No, I lied on Shannon. I didn't see Shannon till the next morning.
Did you tell the police that Shannon and you began talking about the murder of Donovan Thomas after Shannon had to ask Muntunk for his gun?
Yes, I told the police that, but I was lying.
Okay. Did Shannon tell you that he and Yak were going to pick up Yak's girl, Bushi? They were going to meet Bushi, but they fucked up and seen Nut.
Shannon never told me nothing. Shannon don't even talk.
Did you tell the police on August 5th, 2015, that Shannon told you they were going to meet Bushi and fucked up and saw Nut?
I told him that, but I lied.
Did Shannon tell you that they then rolled back around and started shooting at Nut?
No, Shannon never told me nothing. I keep telling you, the man don't even talk for real.
Okay. I have to ask you these questions, okay? We're going to get through this a little bit faster than yesterday, okay? Is that all right? Is that all right, Mr. Zachary? All right. Did you tell the police that Shannon told you that after seeing Nut, they rolled back around and started shooting at them?
Overruled.
I lied. Shannon never told me nothing.
Is it true that Shannon nor Yak ever mentioned that Kel was on scene or that they saw Kel outside with Nut?
Shannon yet never told me nothing. I told you I got caught with a gun that had 100 shooters on it, and I was just looking at it like shit. I ain't know Shannon like that anyway.
Okay. Did you tell the police that Shannon and Yak never mentioned Kelvin Watt being on scene?
I don't know if I did.
Did Shannon and Yak tell you that part of the reason that they shot Nut was because they believed that during a gang meeting on MLK, an IF gang meeting, Nut put YSL and 30 Deep on a plate? Or meaning, Nut gave the green light for members of IF gang to harm members of YSL and 30 Deep.
Shannon yet never told me nothing.
Did you tell the police that that is what they told you?
I think I did, but I was lying.
Okay. After Nut was killed, did you get shot at by IF gang on Empire Park off of Cleveland Avenue?
No.
Did you believe that IF gang was who shot at you?
No.
Did you believe that it was a retaliatory shooting?
No.
Did you tell the police that IF gang shot at you at Empire Park off Cleveland Avenue and that it was a retaliatory shooting?
If I did, I was lying.
Okay. Did you tell the police as well that you learned that it was IF gang only after D and Thug got on Twitter and started tweeting?
I ain't never saw them tweet on Twitter or nothing like that before, so I had to be lying.
Okay. So that's the next question. Did D and Thug get on Twitter and start tweeting? We shoot at them. They make a police report. They shoot at us. We say nothing. Something of that effect.
Who said that? Who made that?
Did you tell the police about that?
I don't know.
Okay. Is it true that Nard said nothing about the shooting before you all left from Atlanta?
I keep telling you.
The night of Donovan Thomas's murder.
I don't even know no Nard.
You don't know a Nard? Okay. Do you know a Rambo, a person that you call Rambo?
Somebody I was locked up with named Rambo.
Okay. Did you, Shannon, D, Woody, and Yak go to Miami the morning after Donovan Thomas got murdered?
We went to Miami. I don't remember if it was the morning after.
Okay. Did you tell the police that you all went the morning after?
I told you we went, but I don't remember if it was the morning after.
Okay, I understand. Do you remember whether you told the police?
I don't remember.
And did Nard also go to Miami?
I don't know no Nard.
Okay. Did you tell the police that Nard went to Miami as well, but he left before you, Shannon, D, Woody, and Yak?
I don't know.
Did Thug leave for Miami before you all? By you all, I mean you, Shannon, D, Woody, Yak, and Nard.
I think I told him that he had shows already down there.
Okay. And did you tell the police, that is what you just said, that
he had shows already down there, so yes, he left before.
Okay. All right. And once you got to Miami, did you, Shannon, D, Yak, Nard, and Woody stay at Birdman's?
We stayed somewhere, I don't remember. I think we stayed at a hotel. I don't remember.
Did you tell the police that you all stayed at Birdman's?
I don't remember.
Did you all stay for about 2 days?
I don't remember.
Okay. Did you all leave Miami because you all got bored?
I don't remember.
Did you tell the police that you all stayed for about 2 days?
I don't remember.
Did you say to the police in August 2015 you left because you got bored?
I don't remember.
While you were in Miami, was Woody laying around on the couch all day because he was afraid?
I don't really know Woody be afraid, but I don't remember.
Did you tell the police that Woody didn't really get up off the couch because he was scared because his homes were getting shot up?
I don't remember.
Okay. Did you tell the police that after all of that, Thug stopped hanging with Woody as hard as he had before?
I told the police that Thug didn't want all that drama around him. That's what I told the police, if you're going to say that.
Okay. Is it true that Thug stopped hanging with Woody after all of that, for whatever reason that you have to tell the jury?
I said he stopped hanging around all the negativity. That's what I told them. Because they kept trying to make it seem like he was telling people to do this and he was telling people to do that. And I told them he ain't even like that. And they were like, nah, I don't believe it. He tell y'all what to do.
Don't tell them what they said about that, okay? But is it fair to say that you believe? Your Honor, that was non-responsive. And additionally, he is giving hearsay that I've not elicited. Your Honor, and we've not asked for hearsay. We've not.
Did you have anything to add to that answer, Mr. Zachary?
I said what I said.
Okay. All right. Move on.
Is it true that you believed that Thug found out about Donovan Thomas's murder after the murder itself?
He had to find out after. The whole world found out after.
And did you tell the police that you believe that Thug found out after it happened?
I mean, it's common sense. How can he know beforehand?
Was Nard and Mooktunk always on go as members of YSL?
I don't know no Nard.
Did you tell the police that Nard and Mooktunk were always on go because they were the oldest two?
I don't know.
Did Bentley sell weight or a lot of drugs?
Bentley ain't never sold no drugs to me, so how am I know?
Did you tell the police that Bentley sold weight?
See, I told the police that about Bentley because Boo used to always tell us that if the police come get us, just put everything on Bentley.
Was Bentley Thug's road manager at that time?
I don't know.
Did you tell the police that Bentley was Thug's road manager?
I don't know.
Was Bentley's spot a brick house with a fence that If Gang shot up?
I don't know.
Did you tell the police that Bentley's spot was a brick house with a fence in the
Bentley
yard?
never had nothing to do with it. I told you I was just putting it on Bentley.
Okay. Now,
why would they shoot at him if he their brother-in-law?
Did Thug act normal while you all were in Miami?
How you post that?
Did you tell the police that he acted normal?
I'm saying, why wouldn't he act normal? What he did?
Did Thug ask Yak and Shannon and Nard why they killed Nut while you were in Miami?
No.
Did you tell the police that Thug acted normal and asked them why they killed Nut while you were in Miami?
I said that because they kept trying to make it seem like Thug had something to do with that. And I was mad at Shannon. Well, I wasn't mad at him. I just ain't like him.
And from your observations, meaning your personal views, was Jeffrey interested in music at that time?
Objection, Your Honor. Speculation.
Overruled.
Foundation.
Overruled.
Counsel? Yes, he was. I think he was already rapping.
Okay. And if you could just do me a favor, because the jurors want to hear you. If you could just, if you can, speak up. If you can't, that's fine. We'll do the best we can do. And when you say he was already rapping, did you ever go see him at underage performances, at clubs that allowed children under, young adults?
Yes.
Under the age of 18 or 21? And would it be fair to say that Jeffrey was rapping throughout the area where you were growing up and where he grew up?
Yes, that's how everybody met him, really.
Okay. And from your knowledge, your personal views, is it fair to say that you promoted, that may be a bad word, but you talked about Jeffrey's music?
Yes.
And you told people you liked the music. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
And other people in the area did the same. Is that true?
Yes.
And do you remember signs going up for when Jeffrey was performing?
All the time.
Okay.
Like when we were young, yeah.
One more time?
When we was younger, a lot, yeah.
Yeah. And this wasn't, at that point, Jeffrey involved with a record label or anything. This is just community getting behind an artist. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
And you were proud of him, right?
Everybody from the neighborhood was.
One more time.
Everybody from the neighborhood was.
And from that neighborhood that you grew up in and that you then later met Jeffrey, can you describe it to the jury? What your viewpoint? Tell the jurors what a typical day in that neighborhood was.
What neighborhood? Cleveland Avenue?
15, 16 years old, yeah. You can look at the jurors if you want to. If you don't do it.
Rough. Every day.
What, define rough.
Rough. Like, I can't really define it. It's just like a lot of stuff you just go through. Like, it's something always going on.
Okay. And as the time went on, so 15, 16, 17 years of age you are, okay?
Yes.
Did Jeffrey's popularity grow?
Yes.
In music, I'm talking about music.
I think it grew fast, yeah.
Okay. And is it fair to say that the speed on which it grew came out of, it broadened it beyond the little area in Atlanta that you were living and that you knew Jeffrey?
Yes.
Did he start to play, if you know, in other venues, like a restaurant, bar, club, stadium? Did he start playing them outside of the Atlanta area?
I think going like other little towns and stuff like that.
One more time.
Like other little towns and stuff like that.
In
little cities and stuff.
And you talking about just in Georgia?
Georgia, Alabama, it'd be different. Like, just little small cities and stuff.
Okay. And did you ever go to those type of events?
Nah.
You stayed more locally, is that fair to say?
Stay local.
All right. Now, did there come a time, and I want to focus on 2013, 14, and 15, okay? So you would be in those years, and take your time and think about it. But in approximately 2013, you would be
20.
Okay. And then 14 would be about 21.
Yes.
15, 22.
That's,
It's okay. Just
I don't remember.
it's all right.
I don't know.
Let's do it this way.
Yes, that's right.
That's about right?
Yes.
Okay. I was going to say you were arrested in 2015. Fair to say?
Yes, I was still 21 when I was arrested, but I turned.
But go ahead.
Yeah, that's right. I turned 22.
In 2015.
Yes.
Later, after the jurors heard about a August 5th, 2015 interview, audio recorded,
Yes.
video recorded, you saw some clips. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Yes.
So you were about 21 at that time, about to turn 22. Fair to say?
Yes.
Okay. So Jeffrey, if he's 2 or 3 years older than you, he'd be about 24 by 2015.
Yes.
Sound right? Okay. So I'm going back just a couple of years, 2013, 14, 15. So you'd be like 19, 20, 21, going into 22. Fair?
Yes.
I want you to lock in on that. And you were asked by Lawyer Love a question about after March of 2015, on your oath, your knowledge, did Jeffrey work with Rich Homie Quan? Remember those questions or that question?
No.
Okay. I want to talk with you about Jeffrey in 2013, 14, 15, and his musical career, okay?
Yes.
And if you don't remember this, don't know it, didn't observe it, just let us know, okay? By 2013, are you familiar with the Jeffrey's song Stoner? Are you familiar with that song?
Yes.
Okay. And do you remember whether it came out in 2013?
Yeah, I think it was 13.
Okay.
13, 12, something like that. 13 went on.
All right. And do you remember a song, same year, 2013, Danny Glover by Jeffrey?
Yes.
All right. And did that come out about the same time, 2013?
Yeah, I think they came out like months apart or something like that. And
tell the jury, they may not know these songs, tell the jury, from your observation, how popular were those songs? How many views, and you don't have to give a number, but how did you hear on the radio? Tell the jurors.
That's all you heard?
Objection, Your Honor, that's compound and calls for speculation, and there's not a foundation for his ability to say how popular it was. He can talk about his personal knowledge or feeling about it, but not everyone else.
That's what the question I understood to be, personally.
Tell the jurors.
That's all you heard everywhere you turn.
I can't hear you.
That's all you heard everywhere you turn.
Everywhere you turn, that's what you heard.
Yes.
Music-wise, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. And then going into the next year, 2014, I want you to lock in on that date, okay? You're approximately 20, about to turn 21, okay?
Yes.
Jeffrey would be about 3 years older than you. He'd be about 23, right?
Yes.
All right. And I know you said 2 or 3 years, so 22, 23. Do you remember a song personally? You know the band Rich Gang or the group Rich Gang or the?
Yes.
All right. Do you know a song called Lifestyle?
Yes.
Tell the jurors the popularity through your own observation of Lifestyle.
That song took over the world. Like
I couldn't hear you.
that song took over the world. Like everybody loved that song.
How about you know a song, Hookah?
Yeah.
It's spelled Hookah. Do you know who Tyga is? Tyga.
Yes.
Do you know that song with Jeffrey and Tyga? Tell the jurors in 2014 how popular, if at all, that song was.
Objection, Your Honor, relevance.
Sustained.
Okay. Did you hear that song on the radio?
Objection, Your
Yeah.
Honor, relevance.
Overruled.
Yes, a lot.
Okay. How about the same year, you know an artist named Clifford Harris, phenomenal artist known as T.I.?
Yes.
All right. Do you know a song, All About the Money, that Jeffrey, and it featured T.I.?
Yeah, I know a lot of his songs. Yeah.
Okay. And that's 2014 as well?
Yes.
So by 2013 and 14, from your own life experiences, how well known in the Atlanta area, your area, was Jeffrey?
Everybody knew him before then.
One more time.
Everybody knew even before then, though.
Okay. And then by 2014, so you're about 20, turning 21, did you ever go to Jeffrey's shows outside of Georgia or Atlanta?
Yes.
Okay.
Thanks. Yeah. 14. Yeah.
I couldn't hear the last thing you said.
Yes. You said around 2014. Yes.
Okay. Now 2015.
Yes.
You're 21, turning 22 later in the year. It's going to be the year you get arrested, right?
Yes.
Are you familiar with a song called Check, C-H-E-C-K,
Yes.
by Jeffrey? And from your observations, was that a very popular song?
Objection, relevance.
Sustained.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I'm bad.
That's okay. And it's not okay,
Oh.
but no one thinks you did it on purpose. I don't think. How about with that? It's spelled W-I-T-T-H-A-T. You know that song by Jeffrey?
Objection, relevance.
Sustained.
Best Friend, you know that song by Jeffrey?
Objection, relevance.
I'm asking if he knows the song.
I know.
By 2015, were you aware of Jeffrey touring?
Yes.
Okay. And did you go on a tour?
Yes.
You ever hear of the rodeo tour?
Yes. I went for like probably 10 days, 9 days, something like that. I got sick.